Dear students, we are going to start with a new concept, and name of the concept is purchasing power parity theorem. Purchasing power parity theorem. That is the new theory that we are going to start today. Let us have understanding that say what is the concept of this theory. Basically, this theory says that the exchange rate between two currencies are adjusted taking into account the price of the commodities available in both the countries. In a way that the exchange rate is always settled in such a way so that price of the common commodities all over the world would have the same value. For example, we can take the price of gold. The price of gold in Germany and the price of gold in India. Let us assume that certain commodity of the gold in India has a price of rupees 50,000 and the same commodity has a value of 1000 Dutch mark in Germany. Then the purchasing power parity theorem has a simple explanation that the exchange rate would be adjusted in such a way so that value of both the commodities would be at the equilibrium point, would be equated in a way that say rupees 50,000 is equal to Dutch mark 1000. So 1 Dutch mark is equal to this amount of rupees. So it is 50,000 into 1, that does not make a sense, divide by 1000. That comes to 50 rupees per Dutch mark. This is the way we are required to make the calculation of answer, and this is what we understand is the exchange rate based on purchasing power parity theorem. Of course friends, when we are having a theoretical discussion, then in that case we are ignoring certain practical aspects with respect to the transaction cost, with respect to the transportation. All those things are ignored, and with that say we understand the theory. Now, if at all the exchange rate is not 50 rupees per Dutch mark, then in that case there are three things which are possible. The first thing which is possible is purchasing of commodity from one of the place would be cheaper. In a way that it would be less expensive to buy the commodity from one of the two places. Second, selling of commodity at one of the two places would have more value. And third, there is an arbitrage opportunity possible. Because basically friends, over here, as far as this theory is concerned, this theory is having a kind of explanation is that the currency is only, that is exchange rate is only a medium of the transfer of one currency to another. However, taking the entire world as one of the place for doing market, theoretically the value of all commodities should be same. Anybody would be able to earn say by giving skill anybody would be able to earn, say by giving some contribution in the economy by way of labor, by way of capital, or by any other way. So the prices are adjusted all over the world in such a way so that, that is, the exchange rates are adjusted in such a way so that so the value of all commodities all over the world would be same. This is what's the theory called purchasing power parity theorem. Going further, today's date is, let us say, 1st of January, where the price is 50,000 rupees in India for a commodity and 1000 Dutch mark in Germany. Now let us say that the inflation rate in India is 10% and inflation rate in Dutch mark is, let us say, 6%. Then what will happen? The commodity having a value of 50,000 rupees in India will have a value of 55,000 rupees after 1 year, and the commodity having value of 1000 Dutch mark will have a value of 1060 Dutch mark at the end of the year. So we can say that the exchange rate which was 50 rupees per Dutch mark on 1st of January will change to 55,000 divided by 1060. So this is the way 55,000 upon 1060, 51.8867 rupees per Dutch mark. The exchange rate will change from 50 to 51.8867 rupees per Dutch mark, taking into account the inflation rates. So we can say that we can compute the exchange rate using purchasing power parity theorem at the end of the year. Similarly, the way we have the interest rate parity theorem. In case of interest rate parity theorem, we compute the forward exchange rate as spot plus interest on left hand side currency divided by 1 plus interest on right hand side currency. Exactly the same way we have a formula, so using the inflation rate, wherein instead of interest rate we will write over here inflation rate. That is the only change which we have to incorporate. So 50 into 1.10 divided by 1.06. So 55 divided by 1.06, that comes to 51.8868 rupees per Dutch mark. This is the way we can make the computation of even the forward exchange rate using purchasing power parity theorem. So write on heading purchasing power parity theorem. Purchasing power parity theorem, triple PT. In that, write down first point. As per this theory, comma, exchange rate is settled as per price of commodities between two currencies. Second point, with change in value of commodity, in bracket I am writing due to inflation, comma, there can be a difference in exchange rate also. Third point, if exchange rate is not as per triple PT, comma, then A, opportunity of arbitrage exists. B, purchasing of commodity from one of the two places will be less expensive. C, selling of commodity at one of the place will have more sale value. Full stop. With paragraph write down, forward exchange rate as per purchasing power parity theorem is found as under spot plus inflation on left hand side currency divided by 1 plus inflation on right hand side currency. Please write down answer. Next question, let us see. Value of X commodity in India is rupees 73,000. On 1st of January, same commodity in United States of America has a value of $1,000 on 1st of January. Calculate what must be the spot exchange rate of rupees per dollar on 1st of January as per triple PT, that is purchasing power parity theorem, and it is also given a name as law of one price held. That is a question. Please give answer in the chat box. Chalo, write and answer the question. Correct answer by everyone. We understand that says 73,000 rupees is equal to $1,000. So this is the amount of the rupees for $1. So the exchange rate would be rupees 73,000 into 1. Into 1 does not make a sense. Divided by 1,000. That comes to 73 rupees per dollar. This is the way we can make the computation of the exchange rate. Right an answer?